Alright, this is a tutorial for Potion Explosion on Board Game Arena. Pretty easy order fulfillment collection game with a fun little marble mechanic where you can get lots of different colors of marbles and have them trigger chain reactions. And then the potions themselves, these bottles have special powers that let you uh, improve your ability to collect and put those what are marbles in the physical version, but ingredients into those new potions to begin. So to begin, each player will be able to choose two of these bottles, potion bottles. You'll notice that the bottles have a color, and you can kind of tell by the top what color they are. They have the ingredients required, one of four colors: blue, black, yellow, or red. And the little holes there is where you would put the marbles in the physical version. So this requires two blue and two black, and this one requires two red and two yellow. And each potion will be different. These are just some basic ones. A lot of them get more complicated where they have 3 levels, and we'll see some of that. There's a point value on each of the potions. These two are worth 5, these two are worth 4, and then there's a special power that's associated with each color. Now, all of the same color will have the same power for them. And the goal of the game is to fill as many potions as you can by the end of the game, and whoever does and gets the most points from those potions and a few other ways to get points will win. So again, at the beginning, each of you select potions, and then the ingredient dispenser will fill in. So this usually goes in a snake type pattern where the first person selects and then the last person selects twice, and then it goes backwards. In this case, it's just a 2-player game, so I will select twice, and then my opponent selects the final potion. So we each got one of each. So these are where your potions will sit. You get at most 2 bottles at once that you can fill, and then you have this kind of excess area to fill if you get ingredients that you can't put in one of these bottles after your turn. Now you can see the ingredient dispenser has been filled. You can see there's the 4 different types of marbles or ingredients: red, yellow, green, red, yellow, black, and blue. And on your turn, you will choose one of these marbles. Now the big gimmick around this game and choosing the marbles, so you can see they're rolling down. You can even see the next one coming. If you pick up a marble, such as this red one here, this single marble, which causes these other ones to fall down, so this is an incline, and again in the physical version, the marbles roll down this way. If you pick up a marble that causes other marbles to hit each other that are the same color, you get all of those marbles that hit each other as well. It creates an explosion. So in this case, if I picked up this red, that black would hit these other 3 blacks, and you would get not just this red, but all 4 of these blacks. And then, when you take all of those blacks, these blues hit each other. And so you see this chain reaction. So I would get the red, the 4 blacks, and the 2 blues. Now you see that next one is a black, so it's not going to hit that yellow. So I wouldn't get a third chain reaction, but you can see how you could time it out a bit, right? Another example would be here, right? There's this black one. If I hit this black one, then I would get the 2 reds, but then it would stop because the blue would touch the black. You can even do this within the same color. So this black one, if I took this black one by itself, these 2 blacks would also hit and trigger an explosion. Obviously the red one would be better, you would get more marbles, but that is also an option, to pull one from just 3 or more in a row to get an explosion out of them. If there is no explosion, like if I just took this yellow one, I would just get the 1 marble. But you're trying to get more than 1 marble each time. That's really the goal, is to get those chain reactions, to get as many marbles as you can so that you can fill your potions. So you pull a marble, you put it in your potions as where they go, yellows, reds, blues, and blacks, and then any left over you can fill up to 3 spaces here to save for the next round, and then the rest, if you have more than that, they just have to go back in the dispenser. At the end, when you pick a marble, and if you fill one or more of your potions, you turn it in for the points, and at the end of the turn, you get to choose one or two new potions to start filling. Also, whenever you fill a potion, you then get access to its power. You can drink the potion to let you do something. It's a one-time thing, but it will give you some special power. For example, this one let you take, just by drinking this potion, take two adjacent ingredients of different colors from the same slide track of the dispenser. No explosions are triggered. Typically, these powers do not trigger explosions. Only when you pick one as your turn does it trigger an explosion. So if I had this potion, maybe I would plan this out better, right? So I would say, I would like to uh, take this yellow and black one with this potion, right? Because then if I take that yellow and black one with the potion, if I had this potion, then all of a sudden this red one, I could pull and get an explosion out of these other yellows, and it would get me lots of yellows, right? If I needed lots of yellows. So you can use these potions in combinations. This one you just take an ingredient, right? This one might be useful if I wanted to pull just this red one, because then I could pull the black one and the yellows would explode. Or pull just this yellow one, because then I could pull this black one and the red. So the name of the game is planning out those explosions and using your potions to set up those explosions so you can get as many marbles as you can on each turn and fill as many of those as possible. Here you can see these are the other potions that are available. There'll be 5 stacks. These are random. There are 8 total possible types, but only 6 that will be used in each game. And these are just random stacks of them, but you can see in some of the different variations. I won't go over too many of them, but some of them will let you steal or do things with the pool. Like this one will let you take all of the marbles that exist in your opponent's pool. This one will let you use the ones in your pool for any color. This one will let you refresh a potion. And there are others that will kind of explain the various abilities that you have. A couple other things. If you ever just need, I don't have a potion, but I really, really want those reds, so I just need to get this black out of the way. You can take a one of these help tokens, but it loses you 2 points at the end of the game. That might be worth it if it means filling a potion or not filling a potion. Also, you are collecting potions, and when you get certain types of collections, you get these, what are they called? Skill tokens, right? So you get a skill token in 2 ways. If you have 3 of the same color of potions filled, or if you have one of each token for 5 different potions complete. Note that you can only do the 5 different potions skill once, and you can only do 3 of a kind for each color once. So if you had 6 of one color, you would only get 1 of these skill tokens. And these are 4 points at the end of the game, and they also trigger the end of the game. As soon as these are out, as soon as these are all taken, the game ends. I think the round ends and then the game ends. All right, let's go through a few of these steps and just see how it goes a little bit and give an example. All right, so here is my turn. I am able to, it says here I can get help, one of those help tokens, just take one for minus 2 VP. Just take an ingredient, or if I had potions, I believe the potions will be displayed down here. We'll look at that later. I could use those and use those whenever I need to. I'm just going to take an ingredient. I took that red, exploded into the blue, the black, and then the blue. I think we showed that example earlier. And so I have all of these, and now I can fill them in where I want to. You do that by clicking on them and sticking them in various places. Or you can just, I believe, click this fill. Right, so you select the marble, place it where you would like it to go. Select the marble, place it where you'd like it to go. And in this case, I was able to completely fill a potion in one turn. It's an ideal situation where you just get so many ingredients at a time that you can completely fill a potion. Again, you don't get a new potion until after your turn is over. You selected it, so at most you can fill 2 potions in a single turn. And then I'll add this one here. Now, since I have this one, all the marbles in this one filled, I can click this fill button and I get the potion right away. Sorry, the tutorial here. All right, so I clicked fill, it put all of the marbles back, and I have this potion available to use. I get the points whether I drink it or not, and so you always want to use up these potions. But now I've already filled that. I can use it right now if I wanted to take two more marbles from the ingredient. This is the one that let me take 2 adjacent marbles. So I have a red one. If I had a yellow one, I could maybe take a red and a yellow and just fill this one as well. Like don't save these too much because you're going to get lots of potions and they're just useful to use. You want to use them quickly because again, there's no penalty for using your potions. You still get the same amount of points at the end, and you're going to get lots of them. And they're one-time use, but if you can use one potion to get another potion, then it's worth it, right? And you continue to kind of chain those potions together to help with that. So these special powers are really important. It's all about getting those explosions and getting those special powers to get more explosions and so on and so forth. Now that it's the end of my turn, I get to choose a new potion. I've chosen this one, this black one. I'm going to try to collect some blacks. Notice this one's worth 10 points. It has a lot more ingredients that are required. 4 yellows, 2 blacks, and a red. Okay, my opponent completed their turn, so I have a couple of leftover marbles from last time, and I have places for them. I need those black ones. This fill button not only completes a potion for you, but it also pulls in ingredients where available. So it's a quick shortcut, so you don't have to click on each one at a time. It'll just fill them from your bottle, or if you've selected ingredients already, then it will fill them automatically from that. All right, here's an example of a skill token being collected. You can see here are all of my available potions, and then our spent potions are down here. And my opponent has 4 different types of potions, and they're about to fill this one as well. You can see they have all the ingredients they need. Once they fill that, they get that 4-point skill token, which counts down to the end of the game. I'm working more on the 3 of a kind, so if I get another purple or another black, and I've got a black ready to go, that would also get me one of those tokens. So they filled it, and they got the token here, the skill token. They've also used a couple of help tokens, so that will be minus points at the end of the game, but sometimes those are really what you need, especially if it's the difference between getting a potion and not getting a potion. And that's about it. You can see, like here, you can get a lot of ingredients in a single turn if you combine your potions and the explosions in the right way. Here I'm going to get this red potion, or this brown potion, sorry, which triggers the end of the game because I just got the last skill token because I got 3 of each of 3 kinds. The round finishes. You can see that my opponent was the first player, so I am the last player there. We'll track your as you continue to get your potions. It'll track your score for you as well. And after the game ends, I was still seeing, is there any way I can completely fill this last potion with all of the other potions I had, and I was able to just barely pull it off, I believe. No, maybe not. Maybe I for some reason didn't fill in that last blue. Anyway, that's really the whole game. Getting ingredients, filling your potions, using the special powers. When you get certain sets, you get the countdowns. Make sure to use those potions. This was my opponent's first game, so they left a few unused, which is fine, but something you always keep in mind. Those are always really helpful, especially to set up those extra explosions. All right, so hopefully this helps.